Well, it's finally spooky season, and what that means is I'm going to be watching even more horror movies than I already watched throughout the year. This channel is usually dedicated to reviews of new films that are newly released, but this year, for spooky season, I'm going to be going backwards and watching a bunch of different movies from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, a lot of which I haven't seen before and am curious to take a pass at. Others I have seen before and want to watch again. This first review is going to be of a movie that I've only seen the remake of. That's 1973's The Crazies by George Romero. I saw the remake. I thought it was good. Never saw the original, so I thought this is the year I should watch it. And holy shit, this movie starts out at an 11 and never lets off the gas. This is Romero at his best. It is an excellent script with quick-fire dialogue, and the action just keeps going. By 15 minutes in, we know what's going on, we know what the stakes are, and I was all in. I didn't take a breath until finally being allowed to in the second act. The editing is unlike anything else I've seen in an early 70s film. It's quick, and like the rest of the movie, doesn't waste any time with its cut. We don't spend any time at all where we don't need to. We are in and out of each scene, but nothing feels rushed. The pacing of this movie is perfect. There is absolutely no fat in this film. I remember watching the remake in 2010, and while it's still a good movie, it doesn't hold a candle to the OG. The acting in this movie is also very good. Everybody is giving their best and actually never crosses into melodrama. The political commentary is just subtle and suggestive enough to be thought-provoking and not preachy. There are some problems. The movie treats Trixie, the virus, as both a virus and a bacterial infection. Voice verification for communication so that people know that whoever they're talking to isn't infected is kind of weird. And a maskless scientist telling his orderly to put on a mask while performing the same task he is. But none of these little things are enough to detract from the story for me. There are some great character moments between the couple that we meet in the beginning of the film and the soldiers leading the response team. You can tell how urgent everything is and just how human these soldiers are, despite having to declare martial law and take over the entire town. You can tell everybody is taking what's happening very seriously. The tragically poignant ending just serves to put an exclamation point on the horror of the situation. This movie is probably my favorite that I've seen so far, and I really, really enjoyed this. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I would stop what you're doing right now and go do it. You're not going to be disappointed.